Hello to everybody and welcome to another video. Today, guys, I've noticed, I've noticed that Luna, yeah, known as Terra as well, that's with E, has gone from back in November like 25 cents, right? Today is 6.50. Okay, we're not talking about 10x. We're talking about, well, nearly 30x, okay, 35x from that low back in November. You can imagine that this is an opportunity I cannot really let go, and I will never, leave back, because coins like this, whether you want to check the fundamentals or not is your business. But when this chart appears, then to me, it means that this is an excellent choice, because the charts and the data is what actually really speaks to me rather than anything else. Obviously, I've done my fundamental research as well, but I'm not going to talk about that over here, as you well know. So, Luna, guys, yeah, regression channel, yeah, and we've had, looks like that we've had obviously our first wave over here, yeah, one, two, and that's our three. We're gonna get our four and our five. We're on the 4 hour chart. Maybe I should go back on the minor degree, right? You can clearly see, guys, that we have impulses here, right? We've had a higher high, a lower low, yeah, then a higher high, a higher low, without the higher lows interacting with the previous highs, like with the lower highs, which means that this is an impulse. So, since you do know, and I keep repeating that when we break outside the channels, this is usually the impulse wave 3 that breaks the channel, yeah, this is the wave 3. And now we are in the midst of wave 4, okay? Before we really check what exactly is happening on this particular pattern, let's investigate how long it took us to correct over here. Well, we had 394 bars and with the 4 hour chart over here, right? On Luna, 397. Now, it's either we're going to get something bigger or smaller usually, or pretty much the same. And that, in most cases, I wouldn't say all, often what we see is that it really depends on how deep the correction was, yeah, in wave, well, especially in wave 2 first, because it all starts from there. And then between waves 3 and 4 as well, right? As you remember, I always use the Fibonacci retracement levels to identify where exactly we are in the cycle, right? So look at this. Look at this. We've done the 50 Fibonacci retracement over here, and we've done the 38 Fibonacci retracement over here. So, to me, if we're going to have some sort of, let's say, historical similarity over here, okay, there is two scenarios I'm looking. One is going to have the 0.38 done, okay, and that's probably around the half of this, 397, 130. Yes, maybe it will last a bit longer. Maybe we'll look about 200 bars, right? Or so about that. And we're not going to get below the 38.2 around the 12th of March or so. Yeah, that will be the new low that coming in, probably a triple bottom down here. And then we'll move up for wave 5, because the relationship is very similar. Or in case we break lower and we'll go to the 50%, it's very possible that it might last as long as this one lasted, okay? But I doubt this is going to be the case, because we also expect an altcoin season like from March and April onwards, right? So we also have to take into account a lot of different data and a lot of different events that happen in the altcoins markets in order to consider, where we buy, where we sell, and things like this. Now, that's it. That's it, guys. Once the low is in, yes, and we're going to see that in a minute, we can assume that the minimum for wave 5, in my opinion, well, actually, we can assume that the minimum for wave 5 is anywhere about 8.5, but 61.8 Fibonacci registration is usually expected, yeah, and respected. So 13.6 is my opinion. Yeah, for wave 5 at least, and up to 22. 161 extension of wave 5. We are in altcoins, we're not in normal markets. Now, if we take into account the current, the current correction, hold on, then we're gonna go to around 10 for the 61.8 extension, which is where wave 5 can end, or it can end to 13, or it can end to 18. Yeah, if we take the 0.5, or perhaps we might have a deeper correction to the 16.1 or to the 78, which I doubt. Well, then we're looking at other levels. Okay, so you can play around with this to identify your levels, guys. Once the low is in. Now, is the low in? We do not know. I don't personally think the low is in. I will tell you why. First of all, usually when we break outside the channel, okay, we see markets returning back to that level for a retest on the channel, usually, okay? Now, if the market is really bullish, which might be the case in Luna, we might get, it's either that we've had that done, and this is some sort of W, X, and Y, which is a double 3, and this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, yeah? Or, guys, we're going to see this returning into a triple zigzag, because we want to see a triple low. We see now, you see, there's no break on the upside, no break on the downside, which means this is ranging into a sideways market now, yeah? So it's likely we're going to get another one like this, yeah, and then shoot higher. A triple zigzag, or it doesn't look like it, but it could also be labeled as a triangle, guys. A, B, C. If we get a small correction here in wave E, these two, contracting, then this is very likely scenario. Okay. So here's what I'm looking though. I'm looking at these volumes right now, and I'm looking at this volume over here was up here, which means that in case we move up higher, guys, and we see volumes increasing again over here, yes, in this particular level, 8.5, then most likely we're going to see prices going lower. But we need a rejection candle like this one, because we can see volumes that they're high and a breakout candle, okay? So here's the interesting thing now. If we assume we get this right, the 4, yeah? Which, as I said, we can even go down to 440 or 343, yeah? If we assume we get there, what we have to do after is go down on 1, take the Fibonacci extension for the end of this move, okay? And let's assume we end, as we said before, around 10. Let's assume we end at around 10, yeah? And then let's go down to this extension, yeah? That is going to be impulse wave 3. And in my opinion, it's not going to go to 161. It's going to go to 261. So we're looking at 32, yeah? And then we're looking at 361, at least 42 for intermediate wave 5. Okay, so this is all for the day, guys. If you like the video, of course, I would appreciate if you just show the appreciation, and if you share it also with friends, it would be even more amazing, because this channel is getting bigger and bigger every day, guys. I don't even have sometimes time to respond to your messages, but I'll do the best I can in order to support you in this journey. So thanks for watching, and tomorrow there will be another video. It's very likely that I will do Engine Coin or Trust Swap. So keep an eye, yeah, subscribe and add the notifications, and tomorrow you will be seeing another Elliott wave analysis for cryptos.